Wow, that light in the catio is quite bright, which is good if I need to see. And I watch Tux at night to make sure he's where he's supposed to be. I can see him all settled in at bedtime. I don't have to come out in the cold. Don did that for me. Of course he did, right? And everyone's here. And morning, boys. Let me grab your water and get you some fresh water. Stripe is over at his spot. Don's fixing to pull out Ruby. I've got the cat bed is supposed to be on all the time, and the turkey's supposed to be on the timer, and I've got it backwards, and I've got to ask Don to help me sort it out. That was close. I was close, but I think I've got it backwards. It's going to be in the 70s today. But it's 30 something this morning. They said like 39. So it was cold last night. Well, I'm glad everybody's here and safe this morning. Including the one that sleeps in the bed with me. Look at that shiny car. Don's putting tire shine on all the black. Which product you using this time? The Armor All?
Yeah, but this is the last of this, and I got another can of other stuff. You know, this worked well. I have to say it works well. This stuff seems to last the longest.
But Don puts it on with a piece of foam.
Yeah, typically I spray the tires and just leave it on the tires, but the black plastic I spray it on the foam, and or if it's a large enough area on the plastic, then I smooth it out with the foam.
Well, I'll try not to get her dirty this morning. Hopefully those boys in the construction zone cooperate. Yeah. Wow, she looks shiny. Woo! What a difference. You chasing Johnny's book bag string? Huh? You want to play? He goes, I want to play, Johnny. I want to play. Sorry, Mart, we gotta go. Good morning, Ruby. We're on time for 7:20 a.m. arrivals. Yay! That's more back where I like to see it, because if we run into any issues along the way, that gives us a few minutes to work it out. Wow, that never happens. We made it through all 3 lights in Fuquay and didn't have to stop for a red light. That was sweet. Maybe even 4 if you count the one here by the ABC store coming underneath the bridge. We gained back a minute. I'll take it. Out there now. Another beautiful day. It's going to be in the 70s. It's going to be a great afternoon to be outside. And yes, I see the white Model 3. If ever there's a Tesla on the screen, you know I've seen it. Light's going to turn, people. There's some artificial Christmas trees starting to go up over there. Cool. Well, it's working out well, stopping in here, getting out for a second, getting my stand for this hour on my watch to compute. Helps me not get into trouble at the end of the day. Keeps me alert for the drive home, lets me spin the Pokestop. It's all a plus. But I didn't stay very long today because Don has that conference call that starts at 9:30 a.m. And that's the stressful one where he's talking to, you know, management types with status. And then I've got to go to the chiropractor and be there at 11 today. So I also need to get home in a timely manner from our walk, so I can get cleaned up and back out on the road. There's our Model Y here on the left. They have a nice turkey in the yard now. Well, I certainly like this stretch of road right now. I like it on most days, just the curve makes it interesting, but with the extra color, it's nice. Not risking Ruby getting dirty at the environmental part this morning. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The seat heater feels so good. Do I have to get up? Well, this part of the trail could use a blow. Don and I were trying to remember. I think these little flat things, not the leaves, but the rest of it, I think it's off oak. But I'm not 100% sure. But it's everywhere. Yeah, that first run is basically a requirement now, Donnie, to start getting warm. It's 50 now. I called Tux from down the hill, and he didn't come, and Stripe was coming toward him, so I went up there and I grabbed him, and his black fur was so warm in the sun. I totally know why he was up there. He wanted some of that solar gain.
Right.
Good morning, Mr. Bunny. Good morning. Drag in the field. Must be a game tonight. It's getting awfully cold in the evenings for baseball, though. But this is the high school field. Well, this is the first time I've seen him here in November. Remember, we had election day and stuff that kind of made it not usable over here. But it's still ongoing. And she's still sleeveless. She's tough. Well, we dressed right for the walk today. I've got on 2 layers. I don't know if Dawn has on 2 or 3, but my point is, after the first run and after we walk that first little stretch where it's in the shade, once we do another run and we're up here in the sun, we're almost hot.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, we're doing the best we can on these days where those first few minutes are not comfortable, but then it is, you know, you got to remember it is comfortable the rest of the walk. That our second time around?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Which we will get over before the call starts, because Don likes to be down by baseball field 3 headed out of South Park before the call starts, if possible.
Yeah. Hey, so today in the paper, you know, the infrastructure bill passed. And so that's brought up a lot of the local type of things, transportation, because there's a significant amount of money in that for public transportation. And they interviewed somebody who's involved with the light rail here in Wake County. In 2016, on the ballot was a measure to do a bond or sales tax increase, to support light rail, and I was against that, because at the time they said, well, you know, if we pass this bond in 2027, we'll have a light rail system in the triangle. Well, that was 10 years, 11 years off. So today they interviewed that person in charge of that, and he says, oh, well, we're doing great. We still have a couple more years of planning, you know, and maybe we'll have get going in 2030. So it was 10 years back in 2016. It was 10-11 years off. In 2021 it's still 10-11 years off, and then guess what, in 2030 it'll be 10 or 11 years off. Light rail is toast. There is no reason for it. I think the autonomous vehicle, the next 5 years, I realize we're all very cognizant of where Tesla is and how right now it's not even close to what we need, but think about how far they've come. And in 5 more years, now that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to replace all the buses with autonomous buses, but that means they'll start adding autonomous buses.
Right.
And once you start adding, the problem with light rail is you can't move those tracks. And as people ebb and flow the autonomous bus, you can send it on different routes.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to Johnny this morning after you sent me the one text that what they were trying to do was basically fit a bus on that cement sidewalk over there. Oh, right. And the eminent domain issues and the
bus rapid transit.
Yeah, that it had a real, it wasn't trivial to do this. This is why the planning is so long on it.
Right.
Don has assumed the conference call position. I drove home because Don was on his call, and I've started pulling Jules in. Don putting the piece of tape on the floor really helps, and the fact that there's nothing on this other wall over here anymore really helps, and I just don't get quite as close to the wall as he does, but there's plenty of room to walk past the car without touching it. I'm having a chuckle because the garage door knob is slick. It's kind of like, it has that somebody sprayed silicone on it feel. I don't know what car product got on the doorknob, but it's all nice and smooth. Marty! There you are, you sweet boy. Oh, there you are. Hi. I am out the door after a fast turnaround up to the chiropractor in Apex. Is that one of my, oh, Stripe, he is in so much trouble. Well, hopefully he'll find his way home. Not happy with him. I'm on Piney Grove Wilbon, you know, the back road to get me up to Holly Springs. And I passed a silver Model 3, a red Model 3, and just now a red Model Y. The red Model Y, the paint looked like it was just, it was sparkling. It was brand new. Like Ruby looks right after non-details are out. But it's like, wow, that's 3 Teslas in less than 5 minutes. I need to replace the camera button in my dash cam. It's dead for me to say, oh, take that picture right this second. I'll try to do that when I'm in the Guardian Angel Apex parking lot and have a few extra minutes, because I do have the spare batteries in Ruby. This batteries only last about 3 months. We think the button gets stuck sometimes. It's up to 66 out there. Totally clear. We're probably at peak color for us for what we're going to get this year, which is not to say that there's not some trees that still haven't shown us their colors yet, but there are a lot of colors out there right now. This is probably a prettier view. Enjoying the drive today. My chiropractic appointment, the PEMF treatment is at 11, so I'll have plenty of time to go by Guardian Angel Apex. The only thing I really need from Whole Foods is I haven't bought a bag of organic turkey stuffing yet that I want. I may swing in there if I have you know, really some extra time I need to use up. Alright, I'm here. 2 minutes to spare. All done at the chiropractor and headed over to Guardian Angel Apex. It's now 76 according to Ruby. Maybe that'll come down a degree after I drive a bit. That seems a little warm. At any point, I saw the article out there on Teslarati, thanks to a viewer tip, that S and X owners that need to have the cameras updated are starting to receive an email telling them that they can schedule service to get that done. I don't know if we've gotten the email or not. I have to get Don to look at his email, and we failed to coordinate that before I left. And at any point, I went and I scheduled service for next Wednesday. So I figured that would give them plenty of time to order the parts and decide that they were ready for Ruby. And I was able to schedule it in Raleigh, and all's good. So after I drop Johnny off from school, I'll just head over to Tesla and get that, hopefully get that done. Hopefully can order the part and that's enough time for them. Not so many trucks here today, so I could park Ruby where I really like to park her. There's only 3 over here instead of a whole row. The trees in this parking lot are gorgeous. That orange is something else. There's lots of oranges and reds. It's very pretty. These pin oaks here will probably be super pretty next week. It's the big trees in front of me. You can sort of see the yellow on that one a little more. Wow. It's a great day to be in Carolina. Especially since I'm in 3/4 sleeves and very happy with no coat or anything on. I went straight to the back to look for Legos, no luck. And now I'm going through all of the Christmas stuff they have out today. Somebody's going to be excited to find them. $4 each, and those are the Hallmark ones that like they go in a string. Pretty cool. I have a ton of brand new Hallmark stuff that's half price or less. Still got the tags on it and everything. Okay, I got the little synchronization Hallmark guys. And boy, I was thinking this belongs on my table for Valentine's Day. Look at that. I already have that set. This is cool, that the boxes with this one. Well, I did have a good time looking in there, and I was messaging back and forth with Michelle, and the Hallmark things that were brand new were really good deals, and I did get the little coordinated snow globe looking dancing, singing characters. You know, they were $20 a piece to begin with, so I got 4 of them for $16. So that was less than one. So, and they were all working and dancing and coordinating, so that was pretty cool. I liked them when I first saw them, but never would have spent $20 a piece on them. And I got about 30 minutes to get downtown at 2:10, an extra 30 minutes, and then 40 minutes if it's 2:20. So I think I will go swing by Guardian Angel. It is now well into the 70s, warm out there even, sunny, gorgeous. It's a perfect fall day today here. Finally, we have a perfect fall day. All right, I need to get in and get out. I really wish that I brought my big camera with me today. I'd love to do some leaf close-ups. It's like the perfect day for it. It's not windy. The sun's just right. Maybe I'll go home and grab it and go find some trees, but I sure have passed through some pretty ones today. Phew, I'm good to go. 2:14 p.m. I still have the cart returns all the way up near the store, but I did the right thing even though I didn't want to. A quick trip, like a 15-minute or less trip. They got Christmas lights up. So Dawn's got this motivation from Dr. Ekberg to do HIIT, H-I-I-T. Former Olympic decathlete, about Don's age. He might be a smidge shorter than you?
I think he's probably a smidge taller than me.
Okay.
We both have the right hairstyle.
Right, you have the same hairstyle. So what Don's going to do is he's going to run up and down this.
Let's just say I'm going to try to run up and down.
Until he's done. Until he just ain't got no more. You know, like all out, like, you know. I told him if he was going to be that bold, I was going to have to come and film him. And his phone does have a interval training thing. He's short on steps today because he had to come home in the car because of that conference call.
All right, here we go.
I'm providing moral support. Wow, look at you go. That ain't no wuss hill.
No, it's not.
Don't hurt your knees. It's actually kind of hard to go back down it. See, I'd be done now. I'd be done. Way done. Totally done. Don did jump rope for a while. He did push-ups for a while. Push-ups are bad for his shoulder. That's not a good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Aren't we all impressed?
Yes,
We
yeah.
are. We're impressed.
I think because we're getting close.
You go, Donnie, go. Go, Donnie, go. Go.
More.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, the premise is that you go all out for these intervals. Sometimes you rest in between them and then do them again. But instead of like the old school cardio aerobic, really long, an hour, all, you know, sort of, it's just a few short all outs are. Dr. Barnes would be proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Should have put my watch on you so we didn't know
25.
what your heart was.
Oh, God. You know what it means now, don't you, girl?
What?
I've done my HRT.
HIT, not HRT.
Oh,
Your HIT.
my
High
yeah,
intensity interval training.
Yeah, that. And I fasted now for 48 hours or 45. I'm ready to eat.
Yeah, Don didn't eat dinner last night.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, had steak.
Well, that's what they said. You make sure you do the
Yeah,
HIIT on
fasted.
fasted.
Yeah, there's benefits to growth hormone, which helps burn fat versus
Right.
muscle versus, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Go listen to Sten.
yeah.
Dr. Ekberg.
Sten Ekberg.
Yeah, he'll get you straight.
Yeah.
Don's gonna put in my car, put in Ruby, and I'm going to get him some nachos in the oven.
Yeah, we want to do that in July.
But pork rind nachos. Let's be clear, not
Yeah.
not corn chip nachos or flour tortilla nachos.